Hey, my name is Alan Stevens with Eco Green Air in Raleigh, North Carolina. We did a hair salon which had 32 individual rooms where hairstylists would rent out a space and have their own clientele come in. And it's part of a larger business called Solar Salon. And I'll explain what we did, and we'll have a time-lapse video showing you how fast it is to put the system in. We could have done this complete system in about 10 days. So this is the plan right here, the larger plan. There you go. Now you can see that they have individual rooms here, all here. This is a hallway, and then the perimeter, the enter here, all the way around here are rooms. Like right in here is a break room and a bathroom. And then the rest of the way around are studios where hairstylists can bring their clientele in, and they rent out the room for, whatever the going rate in that area is. So this particular salon has 32 individual rooms. And we also, in the hallways, you can see in 4 points, we also want to put a little heating and cooling in there. Phase one was actually done in our shop, where we sat down and we created whips for a disconnect switch for our ceiling cassettes. So the guys could hook up the control wire, or which is the power wire for the cassettes, to a disconnect switch, which is required by code. We did that in our shop, sitting down at a table, nice and easy. The second phase is we install the outdoor units on the wall or on the ground. I think we had a total of 12 units. 7 were mounted on the wall, and 5 were on the ground. And then after they were mounted, we began pulling Freon lines in the wire to each individual cassette. Now the cassettes weren't mounted at this point, but we had marked where they were going to be. So some outdoor units had 3 cassettes connected to them, and other outdoor units had 2. So after we pull the cassettes, the third phase was the hookup phase. That's when we come and we mounted the ceiling cassette into the space. Now we did this after the ceiling grill was installed. So the best way to do this is for us to pull the line sets before the ceiling grill is installed. And then as soon as the ceiling grid is installed, we come in there and we mount the ceiling cassettes so they neatly fit into the 24 by 24 opening of most standard ceiling tile grids. So our guys came in, they installed the ceiling cassette, had one group of guys that just hung the units in the correct space using a template and a laser level that we designed. The other group came through, the more experienced group came through, and they did the flaring and the wiring of the outdoor units and wired up the thermostat. And then we, as the hanging group finished, they would go back and start attaching the drain line. Running the drain line to the individual. And in this particular case, we had a sink in each room, and by code in this area, we were allowed to dump into the trap of the sink in this area. If you couldn't do that, what you would do is just run a 2-inch central pipe and then run everything to that pipe, dumping into it from the top into a T, into the top of the 2-inch drain pipe, which since each one of these cassettes has a pump, that's pretty easy to do. And then the last phase was the guys would install the thermostat, pull the wire down into the wall and install the thermostat. So that's in a nutshell this job. As far as working days on the Fujitsu, we finished this job in about 5 to 7 days. And this was a 12 outdoor units, and it was 32 indoor unit cassettes ranging from 7,000 BTUs to 12,000 BTUs. Now in a strip mall or a small office building, 5,000 square foot or what have you, the amount of cassettes would be greatly reduced, the amount of outdoor units would be greatly reduced, and the job would go a lot quicker. Probably could be done in a couple of days. So just imagine having your HVAC completely done in 2 or 3 days on a strip mall retail type application. I mean, you just can't get any better than that.